Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Math Made Easy with Terry in 10 minutes. We'll be going to the second law, which is the division law, all right? In the previous video, we talked about the product law. So if you've not watched my the video on that, please go back. We're in law number 2 now, which is the division law. Before we proceed, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and also click on the notification bell. So when I upload the subsequent laws, like law number 3, that will be on inverse law. You'll be the first person to know. All right, let's get straight to the point now. The first thing you need to know is that with the division law, when you're dividing two exponential functions together, it is equal to the difference of each of these exponential powers. So in the product law, we added the powers, but in this case now, you're going to subtract the powers, okay? Because I'm aware that some of you do take notes, I'm going to write what I just said on the board. So the division law, or the division of two exponential functions okay, is equal to, okay, so the division of two exponential function is equal to the difference. So when we say difference, we're referring to subtracting, okay, of each exponential powers. Okay, so when you're dividing, okay, you're gonna what? In this case, you're gonna subtract. And like I always say, I prefer to write down the steps or the rules so that it's easy for you. So when you go back, it will be easier for you to understand what I did and follow it through. So now the first thing as well, similar to the product rule, the base must be an exponential function. Okay. Number two, when you've done that, you've established that the base is an exponential function, the next thing you have to do then is to then subtract. You have to then subtract the individual exponential powers. Then after you're done with that, the next thing you do is simplify. Okay? So basically what I'm saying is that when you are having two exponential powers dividing themselves, so you can write it like this, or it could be something like EA divided by EB. So it could be anything. What now happens is that for this kind of exponential functions. So now you've noticed that the functions, the base are the same. So because if established that the base are the same, what you now do is that you now subtract what? The powers. Okay? So when the base are the same, then you what? You subtract what? The powers. So that is that for that. So let's pick an example, a quick example to explain this concept. So we'll pick an example. So let's assume we have exponential 5 divided by exponential what? 2. Now, because we're divided, it's going to become exponential what? 5 minus 2. So you can see in this case that the base are the same. So you subtract the powers, and that will give you exponential what? 3. All right? So number 2, let's see if we can combine what we did, the law 1 and law 2 together. So let's say we have exponential 5x multiplied by exponential 3x, all divided by exponential what? 2x. Okay? Now you can see from law 1, you're going to add this together because this is product law, right? So the base are the same, so it's going to give us exponential 5x plus 3x divided by exponential 2x. And this is going to give us exponential what? 8x divided by exponential what? 2x. Now, we're here now. So now you can now what? subtract. Are you seeing it? Now, because we're having division. So you see now you're going to become exponential 8x minus what? 2x. And this is going to give us exponential what? 6x. Okay? And that will give you exponential 6x. So you can see that in questions, you're gonna be having different laws going the same time. You're gonna be applying different laws to solve the particular question. But each of these video series is gonna be picking each law and just explain it. But you have to keep it in mind that you need to be conversant with all these laws so that when you're solving questions, you can know which is the appropriate law to apply to solve a question. Let me just pick one more. And if we had exponential 2x divided by exponential x, it's going to give you, because this is division, it's going to become exponential 2x minus x. And that will give you exponential what? X. And that will be the answer for that. All right, so with that, now that'll bring us to the end of exponential laws. So the first thing you have to do that the base must be an exponential function. And also you have to then what? Subtract the powers. All right, and that is the second law. Now the next law we're going to go to is inverse law. So it's very important that you subscribe so that when I upload new videos, you'll be the first person to know. All right, so I'll see you in the next video where we talk about inverse law. See you soon.